The explosive conclusion to the Hashira training arc, Muzan stocks have significantly increased, and for some reason it's increased to the point of delusion, and some people are comparing this genetic mutation to the actual demon incarnate. And I get it, the hype around Demon Slayer is crazy right now, and with Ufotable deciding to melt the hell out of the series by creating the final arc, a movie trilogy, I just want to pause and point out how absurd the concept of this is, but I guarantee you, I will be there on opening day, and I'm not actually mad, I just know they're doing this because they can make more money this way, and not because of the reasons we're actually going to enjoy it, and that annoys me. But with the movies coming out, Muzan stocks are going to be rising even more, so I'm going to judge them each on 3 criteria that I decided best sums up how evil these two are. The criteria will be power, how much damage they can actually do; evil, why they are feared and how terrible their actions actually are; and goals, why they're doing what they're doing and what drives them. I think after we go through each of these for both of them, we're going to see why comparing both of them is actually a bad joke. And if you already agree, you should like and subscribe. One malevolent shrine, and this man Muzan is cooked. Look, Muzan's big thing is regeneration, and manga spoiler specifically for Muzan here, but his body is actually kind of crazy. He has 7 hearts and 5 brains, so basically it will be kind of like Sukuna versus Maharaga. And don't click off the video yet, hear me out. Muzan's regeneration is actually kind of insane. A main reason that the Hashira were able to fight him was because of this drug that Tamayo stabbed into him right here, which essentially weakens his physical state enough that the Hashira could fight him. Sukuna's slashes would cut Muzan, but his regeneration is very good, so he just heal himself, and even if Sukuna increases the output of his slashes, Muzan can still split his body apart and put himself back together later, so he would 100% run away from Sukuna and hide just like he did with Yoriichi. Now, if Sukuna actually wanted to kill him, like I said, malevolent shrine and he's cooked, and let's address the elephant in the room, the sun. Muzan can't come out in the daytime. Sukuna could literally just trap him until it's daytime or pull out the fire arrow that he used in Shibuya. And if you think the flames from this explosion were anywhere near as hot as the arrow, you're wrong. Anyway, now I will give Muzan some leeway because he has all of his demons and the Infinity Castle, but none of the upper moons are beating Sukuna. Like, again, Malevolent Shrine and they're all dead. Bro's domain is like a natural disaster, so in terms of power, Sukuna gaps insanely. Now, evil. This is where Muzan has a leg to stand on, because not going too much into his backstory since we don't know Sukuna's that well either, but both of them were gifted with extraordinary power that put them in a class above all regular humans, and they just literally became the worst creatures on the face of their planets. Like, bro, Muzan, I would say, was a bit more sinister with it, because not only did he become a psychopath, but he created and enabled more psychopaths, brainwashed them, turned them into unstoppable killing machines, and then released them back into the world. Like, bro, the amount of people that have probably died because of his actions, he may actually beat Sukuna, but I don't know. That's only because we don't know Sukuna's backstory. We jump back to the Heian era and bro is nuking villages with that domain. He could very well have a higher body count, but this doesn't necessarily make Muzan evil, because Sukuna is literally devoid of any empathy for other humans at all. Bro literally thinks that the strong have a right to trample on the weak. Like, I don't know what's going on up here, but bro is completely checked out. The difference with him, Muzan and Sukuna, is that Sukuna was literally feared throughout the ages. He established an order in the past where he was literally not even viewed as a human anymore. And I mean, the terror of demons reigned throughout Japan, but Muzan wasn't doing any of this to be evil. He just wanted a flower so he could walk in the sunlight. That's all bro really wants. Sukuna wants to be the king. He wants to rule over all. He literally wants to fight strong people and beat them to prove that he's the strongest. Bro is literally just about the smoke. So I definitely put him above Muzan in evil, simply because he just wants to hurt people, bro. I mean, Muzan chooses to do it, but it's not like his main thing. Sukuna is Black Air Force energy. His goal is death and destruction. He put a hole in Shibuya and then made sure to get the best view so Itadori could see what he did. Just like, but he strategically does things to cause pain and discord. Like, he is evil. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, but I will give Demon Slayer this. None of these men are more evil than this sociopathic monster right here. He is like, bruh, he literally said that he only eats women because they have a lot of tiny babies inside them and it makes him stronger. Like, bro, Muzan is evil for giving this man any kind of other power, I swear. But in terms of evil, definitely Sukuna clears Muzan. Like, don't get me wrong, this is definitely high diff, but Muzan has a clear goal. I feel once he could walk in the sun, he would have probably just killed off most of the demons and like maybe kept a few around and reigned as a king or become a recluse. Sukuna just wants to murk everyone. Like, he chopped off Jogo's head for not bowing low enough. enough. And yes, Muzan is cruel to his upper moons, but bro, he literally put a hole in Shibuya and had fun doing it, bro. Half the destruction he caused was simply on a whim. You know, Muzan's main reason for creating demons, other than having henchmen, is so that he can boss people around, and he wants to find a demon who can overcome the sun, which he did with Nezuko. Hence why the final showdown is happening now. The events of JJK are happening because 1,000-year-old sorcerers were bored. Kenjaku was bored. That's why he did all this. Sukuna just wants a good fight, and we don't know why he became a cursed object, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just to fight stronger sorcerers in the future and become immortal. Which takes me into the final section, goals. I feel like I covered a bit of their goals in the last section, and you know, we already decided that Sukuna just wants to fight and Muzan wants to find a flower. So again, Muzan's seems weaker. His goal only benefits him and no one else, and yeah, that's pretty selfish, and honestly this might be the only one that I think Muzan can win, because follow my logic here. Muzan achieves his goal, gets the flower or demon who can overcome the sun. He can then create demons who can also walk in the sun, and the demon species would effectively take over the planet, which he would 100% do again, because they don't actually have any means of actually killing him, and if he's gonna just be around forever, why not do it if it's within his grasp? Potential damage that could come about by Muzan actually achieving his goal is exponential and planet shifting. And I know what manga fans are gonna say, but look at it this way. There's only so much damage and suffering Sukuna can do as one person. Bro, imagine if Kokoshibo, Doma, and Akaza could walk in the daytime. Like, bro, he would have slaughtered everyone at Mugen Train, and Rengoku would have died for nothing. Once Sukuna is bad enough, and he may very well become a planetary threat, the swarm of demons that Muzan can infinitely spawn would have people living in terror. So just the scope of what he could do, the scope of evil he can cause, I will give him this one. But I think looking at the final score, we can clearly see Sukuna 2, Muzan 1. I already know the King of Curses clears. But like I said, definitely gonna have that One Piece video out for y'all. It just takes me a while to get these things done, and since we're on a break week, I figured I'd just take a little bit more time and get it fully fleshed out. But if you guys made it to the end of this video, you definitely should like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.